Oh, you'll need Mrs. Morris. She's in reception waiting for our new officer, Joan Ferguson.
Where do I sign on?
Joan Ferguson.
That's right.
Welcome to Wentworth. I'm Meg Morris.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, if you'd like to sign here, I'll take you through.
Yes. I must say the place looks quite impressive from the outside. Not quite what I've been used to.
You've worked in prisons before?
Oh, yes, for many years, interstate.
Well, I'm afraid the guided tour is going to have to wait. We've got a cell search on.
Joan Ferguson, this is our Deputy Governor, Mrs. Colleen Powell.
Mrs. Powell?
You do. We'll show you the run of the place after the search is completed.
Yes, well, I've studied your routine procedures, of course. It's only the prison layout I'm not familiar with. Oh, and of course the prisoners, but then I find they're the same all over. It's only the faces that change.
Yes, right. Well, let's get going. You're not expected to take part in the search, but it'll give you a chance to see some of our faces while you observe.
Well, I don't mind getting straight into it. What are we looking for?
Illicit liquor, and possibly the still that made it.
Mind if I join in?
If you like.
Well, I'm on salary. Might as well earn it.
I don't imagine we'll find anything in Latham's cell.
No, she's only been here the day.
Oh, first time?
Oh, not Latham. This is a second home.
Well, let's see if she knows any of the old tricks. I thought so.
Well,
I think you're going to fit in quite well here. Joan Ferguson, our governor, Mrs. Davidson.
Pleased to meet you, Governor.
Welcome to Wentworth, Miss Ferguson.
Glad to be here.
I must admit I was a little worried. The department usually sends us new recruits and we have to train them. But I can see from your file that I shouldn't have worried.
I hope not.
Actually, Joan came through this morning's cell search with flying colours.
Good. Was anything found?
Nothing unexpected, apart from a hollow heel and one of Latham's shoes. Empty, unfortunately.
Really? Old habits seem to die hard with Latham. Would you arrange for her to see me later this morning?
Certainly.
Now, I think we should give Miss Ferguson time to settle in after being rushed into the thick of things.
Thank you. I have just a few things to put away.
I've rostered you on reception duty after that.
Oh, good. Give me a chance to go through the files. Let me know who I'm dealing with. Pleasure to meet you, Governor.
Well, I think she's going to lighten the workload.
Her report from Queensland was excellent, and the department is very pleased with her. I think she'll prove quite an asset to us.
Don't they employ maids in Wentworth?
no, I'm the nearest you'll find here today. I've cleaned out a locker for you.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Morris.
Some of us arranged to bring in our civvies if we want to go out after work.
Oh, I don't go for socialising very much, but I can understand the need for some people to unwind.
Yes.
What's the discipline like here?
Well, officers or prisoners?
Oh, prisoners, of course. I noticed a few of them almost stepping over the line today.
Well, at times they like to assert themselves, but generally speaking, they're well behaved. Of course, there's the usual pecking order, but you'd be used to that, I suppose.
Yes. I was going to ask, is there, only one bull in the yard? Top dog. Is there only one?
Oh, yes, yes. Well, she's been through some shaky periods, but Smith always comes out on top. Well, I'd better leave you, I suppose.
I don't think we've been introduced. Your friends will tell you who I am.
Now, of course, if we win it, she's blaming me. She says I'm jinxing it.
Where are you off to, Burns?
I was just taking the dirty linen to the laundry.
My name is Miss Ferguson, and you will stand up straight when you speak to me.
Sorry, Miss Ferguson.
Are you now? Seems to be a lot of wasted effort collecting this dirty linen.
What do you mean?
Well, the basket is only quarter full. You could collect more and make less trips. So I must ask you, Burns, what it is you're really doing wandering around the corridors.
I already told...
Get over against that wall. Put your arms up. Keep them there.
I haven't done anything.
Shut up. Put your arms down.
Can I go now?
No.
You are quite satisfied that this money is the proceeds of illicit gambling, Miss Ferguson?
I can only repeat what I saw, Governor. I overheard the women listening to a horse race, and it seemed obvious that someone might be running a book. I kept my eyes open for anything unusual, and then I intercepted Burns carrying the money.
Do you have anything to say?
Well, betting on horses is a mug's game. I don't go much for it myself.
It would be much easier for you if you would just tell us the names of those involved.
I don't go much for lagging neither.
Very well, I can see I'm wasting my time. Your loyalty to your friends is very commendable, Burns.
It's not that. I just don't know anything.
When a prisoner is found with the outrageous sum of $95 on their person, I can only assume...
95, but...
Yes, Burns, you have something to say?
No, Mrs. Davidson, nothing you'd want to hear.
Very well. This money will be confiscated, and you will spend 2 days in solitary for your involvement. Thank you, Miss Ferguson.
Yes, Governor.
Miss Ferguson, may I commend you on your excellent handling of this matter?
Thank you, Governor.
Hello, Miss Ferguson. I didn't see you.
Obviously not. It's all right, Birdsworth. You can smoke. Been here a long time, haven't you?
Half me life. It's me home.
So naturally, you'd know everything that goes on.
I know a lot more than most people around here, but I mind my own business, and I don't want any trouble.
Husband?
No, just an old mate. He died.
How long's the book been running?
Oh, age. Book? I don't know about any book.
I'm not stupid, Birdsworth. Your friend Burns is already in the pound. I wouldn't have thought she'd be the type to run a book.
She isn't. She's only...
Faye Quinn? Well, we'll be seeing a lot of each other, Birdsworth. I've enjoyed our little chat. Keep your ears open.
I'm no bloody lagger. Well, I'll be buggered.
I've got no objections to you running the book, providing I get my cut.
You?
Yeah, that's right. Don't worry, I'll earn it. I can make it easy for you to move around the prison. My eyesight's not too good when it suits me.
Yeah, all right.
Where's your manners, Quinn?
Yes, please, Miss Ferguson.
That's better.
Oh, it's hot in here, isn't it?
Then I suggest you get some fresh air with the others.
Oh, I don't feel up to it. I got this splitting headache. It's my little girl, you see. My sister-in-law won't bring her in to see me.
So?
So, if someone was to do a little favour for me, go and see her, make her come in, I'd owe 'em one, wouldn't I? And I always pay my debts.
And you've got a headache.
Oh, yeah. I've got tension knots all round the back here, look. Oh, yeah, that's just what I needed. Oh, do you know, I can feel a little flutter in my stomach. You and I've got strong hands, haven't you?
Better?
Oh, yeah. Here, don't stop, will you?
And how's this? How's the flutter in your stomach now, Latham?
Stop it, please,
Oh,
stop.
filthy slut. You'd use anyone, wouldn't you? Well, you picked wrong this time. I don't roll in the gutter with anyone. Now, get out. We'll come to an understanding, you and I.
Don't you dare, unless you want the governor to hear about this.
That won't do you any good. Latham's already in the pound for trying to say she was raped by an officer. Think of the extra charges you'd collect. I don't think the judge would be very impressed at all. Pity I'm off duty right now. We'd start getting to know each other right away. Oh, but there'll be other times. After your trial tomorrow, there'll be plenty of other times. And believe me, Hannah, we're gonna be very good friends.
No one move.
I told you you weren't going anywhere without me.
Benny, come and get this big bitch.
Anything and I'll break her neck. Now tell them what they have to do, Simpson. Tell them.
Forgive me, just get out of here, for God's sake, she'll kill me. Forgive me, just move.
You all right?
Yeah, we're okay. Our friends are pretty small time, aren't they? I've been asked to keep a special eye on you, particularly when we're alone. Just the two of us. I'll like that. I hope you do too. So, it'll help if we get along. Here. A peace offering.
Take it away. I don't want anything from you.
Well, hurry up. Get in. Oh, what's Simpson doing here?
Oh, I was just talking to her about lunch.
Too late for lunch now. Okay, there's your bed. Start putting your things away.
Is she coming in here?
Yeah, there's more room than any other dorm. What?
Oh, just never occurred to me, that's all.
Okay, Latham. As soon as you put your things away, you'll be in the workshop. Make it fast. Simpson, you'll be able to help Madam unpack. Settle in.
Welcome to our happy home. Yeah. I hope it's happier than the last time we met anyway. I do mean welcome.
I haven't done nothing.
Not yet. Nice hair.
What do you want?
A favour.
I don't know what you mean.
Don't worry, Burns, you're not my type. But you can be useful. I'm putting you on the book.
What book?
The one I let Faye Quinn run. There's a vacancy, and I think you're just the girl to fill it.
Why me? You chucked me in the pound the last time you caught me with money.
It's because you made a mistake. You didn't go through me.
I didn't know.
Well, now you know. I get the cream, and you get no hassles when you're taking bets. Fair exchange?
I don't want to have anything to do with it.
All right, Burns. I'll put you on a charge.
What for?
Oh, I'll think of something.
That's not fair.
Do you want to take it up with the governor? And I can go on putting you on charges. How long have you got to go with remission?
7 weeks.
Oh, if you were to lose a day's remission for every extra charge, you could be here a long time. Bryant, you haven't been searched yet. Come here. You've been through it all before. Funny you should forget about this.
Can't wait to get your ugly paws on someone, can you?
Don't be insubordinate, Bryant. You're not out of here yet. Huh? What's this? You're not going anywhere, Bryant, except back to your cell where you belong.
No, look, that letter's very important to Hannah. You hand that over and you might as well forget about her.
I will do whatever I like with Simpson, and whenever. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Now you listen to me, Ferguson. If you are responsible for me staying in this place, I will make it my life's work that you never get near Hannah or anyone else for that matter.
Something wrong? What's that?
Oh, just an old letter of Bryant's from her daughter.
Oh, I see.
All right, Bryant. You can get out of here now.
I'll see you to the gate, Judy.
Yeah, thanks.
You'll do as you're told. I can make things very unpleasant in here for an old lady with a bad heart. Cheer up, Lizzie. I'm sure you and I are going to be the best of mates. There. You'd better get back to the laundry now. But I'm sure that'll keep you company tonight. Oh, you're a very pretty girl. Very pretty. And you haven't got anywhere to run, have you? So, if I want you, I'll have you. There's nothing you can do about it. But I have been known to be very good to my friends.
Don't mind me. I only live here. It's hard to find privacy these days, isn't it?
How dare you talk to an officer like that?
No, I didn't mean nothing by
You
it.
shut up or I'll have you in the pound for insolence.
Please, Miss Ferguson, she didn't do anything.
Oh, really? I'm going to be watching you two very closely.
Bloody hell.
I was wondering if you could authorise a transfer of Chrissy Latham to another cell. I'm quite sure that she and Simpson are cooking up something between them.
Well, if you're referring to those bits of rubbish in the cell, I think it's far too obvious for Latham to be involved. No, I'd rather wait and see what happens.
Yes, you could be right. Well, I'd better get back.
But I've got to get to Master, Miss Ferguson.
I know that. I want to know what's going on between you and Simpson.
Nothing's going on. What are you on about? We share a cell, that's all.
Yes, and a cosy little arrangement it is, too.
What you getting at?
You sure there's not more than just friendship between you two?
Me and Anna? Oh, you got to be joking.
Oh, come on, Latham. Don't try to tell me you're not like that. I know better.
But it's true.
Where did all this come from?
She got them from the other women.
Really? You sure you didn't steal them and give to her as presents?
Oh, yeah, like hell. I would have been bashed to a pulp.
Yeah, that's right. You're not very popular, are you? A regular little Peter thief. I reckon the VJ'd give you about a week in the pound.
But I haven't done nothing.
Maybe even 2, if I have a word with him. And then I'd have to get in touch with that boyfriend of yours and tell him that he couldn't bring your little girl in to see you.
Please.
Visits are a privilege, not a right.
Don't do that, please, Miss Ferguson.
It's up to you, Latham.
B. Smith is trying to set you up. She wants the other screws to think that you and Hannah are on together.
You've got some very pretty things. Very pretty.
You're all bluff. You wouldn't touch me. You're too afraid of getting caught.
I have no intentions of touching you. There are plenty of other ways, and believe me, I know all.
Help! Help! She's attacking me! Help! Help me! Stop it!
I came to question Simpson about the liquor we found on her. She must have heard you coming.
You obviously didn't.
Look, they're trying to set me up, Mrs. Powell, and they're using you to do it. Now, I'm warning you.
No. I'm warning you. Look, what you do in your personal life, okay, that's your own affair.
Oh, it must be hard for you, Lizzie, not being able to get a drink in here. But you all laid in quite a supply a while back, didn't you?
Did we what? And you should have seen the poor old screws looking for it. They were looking everywhere, but we fooled them.
Did you?
Yeah, they gave up at the finish. And you know something? It was right under their noses in the old boiler in the boiler room.
What you both seem to be forgetting is that quite a number of our women are in here for very minor offences.
Oh, yes, well, that may be, Governor, but once in here, they soon show their true colours. I mean, look at that still they made. There was alcohol all over the place.
We aren't certain there was a still.
Yes, we are, Governor. I found it last night.
I can't understand why you didn't tell Mrs. Powell.
Well, I was going to, but she was in such a hurry to make that phone call, I didn't get a chance.
I see. Now, I take it the still is in here.
That's right.
But Mrs. Powell assured me the boiler room had been thoroughly searched.
Not quite. Now, I don't blame her for missing it. If it hadn't been for my informer, I wouldn't have thought of looking in here at all.
Informer? You mean someone volunteered the information?
Well, I didn't use force, if that's what you mean. I don't believe in it.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Now, still. Well, it's very unusual, I'll agree, but are you sure it's a still?
I've seen similar. It wasn't in here last night. It wasn't.
It's quite all right, Miss Ferguson. I do understand this place can play tricks on you after lights out. Now, if you will excuse me, I have an appointment with Mr. Douglas.
I hardly think that was necessary, do you, Doreen?
I must admit, I was extremely shocked, B. What do you reckon, Lizzie?
Oh, God, did she have to slam the bloody door?
Was it your idea to remove the evidence?
Well, Miss Ferguson, so you decided to come in here and cheer us up with your bright, breezy presence, have you?
I might have known you'd be behind it, Smith.
Behind what, Miss Ferguson?
I'm not finished yet. Just remember that, the lot of you.
Good, because we haven't started.
All right, now just get on with your work.
Well, I suppose we all better get on with it. Oh, Miss Ferguson, if you'd like to drop in your other uniform later, we'll put it in the dryer for you.
What's so funny, Simpson?
Nothing, I was just...
Just laughing? Well, you can spend the afternoon on toilet duty. Let's see if you can find that so funny.
That's not fair.
And they better be clean, otherwise you stay there until they are.
But all she did was smile.
Hey, Ferguson, why don't you take it out on me? Or are you too scared?
Your turn will come, Smith. Don't you worry about that. Latham! Latham! Hope you don't behave like that in front of your sister-in-law, after all she's done for you. She takes care of that kid of yours as if it were her own, doesn't she? Oh, yes, I nearly forgot that might well be the case soon. Oh, I hope the court doesn't get to hear about this little episode. They might not think you're a fit mother. And, of course, there are lots of things that I'd be only too willing to tell the court. So clean this up.
You tell them nothing, you bitch!
Come on, Latham. You can do better than that. You stupid little slut. I warned you, Latham. I warned you! Now you will try that again in a hurry, will you? God damn you, Latham! Made me lose my temper!
She's nothing but a troublemaker. Can't be trusted to do a damn thing. That's why she hasn't got a friend in the world. All right, what's your excuse this time, Latham?
God! What have you done to her? I told you. She got out of control. But she attacked me.
Get the sister as soon as possible. Help me get her up!
Does Joan Ferguson really expect us to believe it was self-defense?
Well, I doubt that she had to go to those lengths to get Latham under control.
Of course she didn't. I'll have to ring Mr. Douglas straight away. I want you to hear that story of Latham's.
Right, now what are we going to do about Joan? Are we going to leave her on duty?
For the time being, but keep a very close eye on her, will you?
Oh, yes, I will.
Who let you in here? Oh, sister.
Save your breath. She's on a break.
You better not touch me again. I've told Davo everything.
Oh, that's a pity. Because it's only your word against mine. And you've already earned yourself quite a reputation for telling tales, haven't you?
But they know I'm not lying this time. Look at me. I didn't do this to myself, did I?
Then you'll just have to change your story. The women have had it in for you for a long time. Everyone knows that. And anything could have happened after I left the cell. Couldn't it? So you're going to have to soft-pedal this issue, because I can make things very painful for you, and not just physically. Yes, it all depends how much you want that kid of yours. And then there's the question of me appearing to discredit you as a mother.
Oh, you bloody bitch.
Just tell the truth.
Which is?
That you fought to the end, and I had to defend myself.
It's crap.
I hope I don't have to pay another visit.
What are you doing in this area?
I wanted to see how Latham is.
Yes, well, I would forget about her if I were you, at least until her injuries have been explained.
It wasn't easy getting her under control. You know what she's like. She doesn't give in quickly. She'll tell you that herself if you can get her to admit it.
I'll be speaking to her when she's up to it. Now, meanwhile, I'd suggest you submit your own report to Mrs. Davidson on the incident.
Tell me, Mrs. Powell, have you ever been threatened by a prisoner?
Of course. But I've never found it necessary to go as far as you did. Mr. Douglas is waiting with Mrs. Davidson. He may wish to discuss this with you.
Yes? These reports on the Chrissy Latham incident need clarification.
Oh, in what way, Governor?
Your report states that the prisoner attacked you from behind and you had to subdue her.
Yes, that's what happened.
Miss Ferguson, if you merely subdued her, how do you account for the extent of her injuries?
Well, I agree that was unfortunate, but Latham was in a rage. I acted accordingly.
Mrs. Powell's report does not substantiate that.
Mrs. Powell wasn't there.
Why do you think Latham attacked you?
Fear of losing her daughter, I imagine.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm only surmising, but it's the only explanation I can think of. Latham's sister-in-law had asked me to give character evidence against her.
In a custody battle over the child?
Yes. Oh, I wasn't going to do it, of course. I don't believe that we should interfere in their private affairs.
But you suspect that Latham thought that you were?
Well, that's the only reason I could think of. Why else would she attack me?
That is what we are trying to find out. Why didn't you mention this before?
Well, it all happened so quickly, Governor. I haven't had time to think.
Did she say anything to that effect?
No, not a thing. In fact, I thought she'd gone mad. She certainly looked it when she went for me.
Perhaps other pressures were put upon her.
I suppose Mr. Douglas will want to see me again?
No, I don't think so. That will be all, thank you, Miss Ferguson.
Mason, or I'll have you restrained.
Please, I've got to have something. Please, anything. Give it to me.
Cut the crap. This is just an act to get some more drugs, and it won't wash with me.
Please. Oh, please.
Any more out of you, and I personally guarantee more misery than you could ever dream of.
Maybe I can do something for you.
What could a cheap whore like you do for me?
You know,
No, I don't.
you want to have it off.
Don't be pathetic, Mason. Look at you.
Oh, I could be very good for
Right.
you.
You are now on another charge. Attempted bribery of an officer.
Oh, golly, you bitch!
Right, now, crawl up your walls or bash your head against them, but forget about any deals with me.
Oh, you bitch!
Mouse is one of our more regular clients.
Mouse?
Yes, it's a nickname. Her real name is Heather Trapp. This is Officer Ferguson.
Oh, good day.
Prostitution, petty theft, possession, and illegal use of drugs. Sounds more like a rat than a mouse. You look all in, Smith. Cleaning duty's too much for you.
I can take anything you dish out.
Even when you're up half the night holding your junkie mate's hand.
I wouldn't have to be if it wasn't for the scum who supplier. You wouldn't know anything about that, I suppose.
Don't tell me you don't know. I thought Queen Bee knew everything. You're losing your grip lately, Smith.
I've got my suspicions.
If you're thinking of me, forget it. Drugs are one thing I draw the line at.
Even if it's in exchange for favours.
Oh, don't be stupid. Junkies can't be trusted, inside or out. They'll try anything for a fix. Anything.
She'd have to be desperate.
A bit of advice, Smith. You're helping a loser there. Seen her type before. She's marked. A pine box is all she's got to look forward to.
Well, haven't we all?
How you forced yourself on someone? Gave her privileges, presents? Only your protection wasn't very effective, was it? The other women got to know and they bashed her up, didn't they? They got a bit carried away and they killed her.
They murdered her.
Yeah, and you went on a little bashing spree of your own, didn't you? Until the authorities found out and forced you to resign. I'm sure there's a lot of people that'd like to know about that now.
Trust Daniels to make something dirty of it. She didn't understand. Nobody did. I was a good officer. Straight down the line. And then I met her. I'd never met anyone like her. She was quiet, gentle, and I loved her. And she loved me too. Oh, there was no pressure. There was no need. Then they killed her. I've been looking for someone like that ever since. There's no one. There's nothing left but the scum like the ones who killed her. I thought for a while that perhaps you...
It was a neat little trick you pulled on Doreen.
What's it to do with you, Smith?
It wouldn't have hurt you to tell her she was going. She could at least have said goodbye.
She's out, isn't she? What more do you want? Besides, you lot would have organised little messages to go out with her.
I don't suppose she left any money behind for us, did she? Returning our bets?
Money? Bets? What are you talking about? There's no such thing as a prison bookmaker. You should know that.
Yeah. Stupid of me. I forgot.
You're sailing bloody close to the wind, Ferguson. And when Mrs. Davison checks up on Queensland, you're a goner.
She already has, Smith. And the governor up there gave her the truth. Lovely man. More like a friend than a boss. So, with all that nasty business out of the way, the department saw no reason not to give me these.
You're joking.
Of course not. My probationary period down here is over. The promotion was automatic. So it's now Senior Officer Ferguson. And you'd better believe it.